Greetings everyone, today we will learn 5th chapter Kinematics. Second, this would be lecture 3rd of this series. 5th chapter Kinematics, second, lecture 3rd. So in this lecture, students, we will discuss equation of trajectory. So equation of trajectory is the point to be discussed today. Just equation of trajectory. Yes, student, just equation of trajectory we will discuss today. So in projectile motion, so what is projectile motion? Let me actually draw the diagram for you, then it would be easy. This is projectile and this is X and this is point A, this is B and this is U velocity with which it is thrown, and it should be what here, no? Yes, so student, this is fine. Then this becomes, yes, theta, angle of projection. So I will write down here initial velocity u and ux is equal to u cos theta, uy is equal to what? U sin theta, and theta is angle of projection. Okay students, angle of projection. So this is the thing. Now erasing this part, we will have now what? The equation in the terms of coordinates, in variable terms. Let's see how. Let me actually write down for you now the thing. So this is y and this is uy, u sin theta, and this is ux, u cos theta. Right students? So the next part becomes in x coordinate terms, in x coordinate displacement, actually in x coordinate displacement becomes x is equal to u cos theta t. Right students? Sir, how? See students, see here, ux cos theta is x terms velocity, na? So if x is here, students, x is here, then it would be in time t, the velocity component multiplied by time, it will give x distance to me, not the complete range. Right students? Yes sir, definitely. Then this becomes t is equal to x u cos theta. Right students? Now what was the projectile equation? Projectile equation that we have studied? Y coordinate equation. I should not call equation, it should be displacement, na? Here I have written displacement. So displacement. So this becomes what? Y is equal to u sin theta t. Right now students? Yes sir, definitely. U sin theta t. But sir, this is waves acceleration part in this. Yes student, minus half gt square. Right now? Yes sir, now it is fine. Because this is what? Velocity component and this is acceleration component. Very nice students. Very nice. So the next part becomes what? Now put into this value of t is equal to x cos theta. T, put the value of t, put the value of t in second. Now you would say we get, now you would say what is second, sir? This is second, students. Right, students? Yes, sir, definitely. So y is equal to u sin theta, and this is what, students? Yes, x u cos theta, and this is minus half g, and this is x cos theta square. Right, students? Then y equation becomes u gets divided. Yes, what you are saying is perfectly right, fine. Then this becomes what? X tan theta. And this equation becomes minus half gx square u square cos square theta. Right, students? Yes, sir. So this is the equation of y coordinate. Right, student? Look into this. See the diagram of your in the notebook, that y represent y coordinate distance and x represent x coordinate distance, and this is theta terms, angle term, and this is angle term, and this is velocity, and this is acceleration due to gravity. Note, this is not the whole thing is what? This is what horizontal velocity term. So you cannot say actually, you can actually say ux terms, but in the component terms, in the component you would actually write u square and cos square theta, not ux. But if it is given in the question that this is ux, then you can actually write ux also, because then it will suffice the problem. We will see in the numerical section how this will work. So the next part, this equation is called, this equation third is called trajectory equation. Equation of trajectory. Now you would say wave's third equation, sir. Right now you would say, sir, wave's third equation. We don't see anywhere. So this is third equation, students. Third equation. So this is third equation. Now put into again here in the coordinate terms and angle terms. I want to simplify this equation, this third equation. Oh sir, you erased so much fast. The student, this is definitely a thing that I wanted to discuss in a fast manner, but y is equal to x tan theta. Now again writing the same equation here, minus half g x square u square cos square theta. Right, students? This is y vertical distance, x the same thing, and u square cos square theta that I have explained to you earlier. Now I will write this equation in x tan theta and range form. You will see how. Y x tan theta, and this is minus half, and this is x square, this is u square cos square theta, u square cos square theta, this is divided by g. Note this value u square cos square theta is divided by g, not this. So y, again writing y x tan theta, more simplifying, minus half x square theta x square u square cos square theta sin theta upon sin theta. Okay, and this is g, right? Okay, now you will see why I have written in this way. Y is equal to x tan theta, right students, minus half, this is what, x square, and this is what, u square sin theta cos theta, and this is sin theta, and this is cos theta, right now, upon g. Now tell me, what is the formula of range? 2u square sin theta cos theta upon g. This is the range formula, no? Yes sir, definitely. Now erasing this part, this is range formula. Even sometimes I want to actually reduce the lecture time period, but there is so much to share on the knowledge and this, that even I get lost in myself, that what actually has to be delivered to you in terms of knowledge and everything. Of course, of physics and sometimes wisdom and everything. X tan theta minus half, this is what I would write this range, no? This time I will write range here, minus 1 by r, and this is x, and this is what, student, sin theta upon cos theta, this is tan theta, right student? So what the equation becomes now? Y is equal to x tan theta, yx tan theta minus x square tan theta, and this is r, right student? This is the final equation of y, and more simplifying this equation, yx tan theta happens to be minus, now taking out this common, yx tan theta common here and x tan theta common here, 1 minus x divided by r. So students, certain description I want to give on this equation. This x is horizontal distance at any point, but this range is the whole range. This is not one point range, it is the final point range where the projectile actually drops. So something like thrown into the as a projectile, and where it drops happens to be its range. But this x distance can be any point within the equation. Theta is angle of projection, so is tan theta, I have explained earlier, and x is the same value here, which is this value. This happens to be the same value here, where y happens to be the vertical distance. So certain points I want to note about this is that y vertical distance of equation, y vertical displacement of equation of trajectory, of course, x horizontal displacement of equation and R is complete range. Right, student? Theta, angle of projection. Angle of projection. So what actually can you conclude from the lecture? That x is variable, and so this x is also a variable, but this is projectile term, r and theta. Whole equation is projectile, but actually this is theta and r is projectile terms, where this is variables y and x. So the lecture has to be ended till here. Thank you, student.